I love you. I love you. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Liz and Lou. Today I am making a video that I have been thinking about making for a long time. I've been getting a lot of comments about owners who have gotten cattle dogs and they had to give them away, and obviously all the cattle dogs that you see in foster care. I wanted to make a video on why someone shouldn't get a cattle dog because these dogs are not meant for everyone. I just want to inform my subscribers about the breed more, just so they don't just get a cattle dog because you've seen that I have a cattle dog or your friend has a cattle dog. These dogs deserve a lot of time and energy, and if you don't have that to give to them, then I would suggest not getting an Australian cattle dog and maybe looking for an easier breed that you can raise. Yeah, so cattle dogs are not easy to raise. I wouldn't recommend it for a first-time dog owner. I was a first-time dog owner when I got Louie. He was my first dog. I mean, of course I had dogs growing up, but he was the first dog that I owned myself. So if you're new to our channel, I'm usually making videos about my Australian cattle dog Louie, anything from training to tricks to vlogs with my dog. So if you like Australian cattle dogs, if you love dog videos in general, subscribe to this channel. I also have a traveling YouTube channel called Burton Off Grid. Go check that out. I'll leave the name here for you. My boyfriend Nick and I, as well as Lou, are planning to move to Arizona this winter in our Chevy Express van, which we have converted to basically a home on wheels, a little camper van that is off-grid. We have solar panels on the roof. We're basically completely off-grid. So if you like traveling, if you like van life, subscribe to that channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below. Have you thought about getting an Australian cattle dog? Do you think it's right for you to get an Australian cattle dog? Leave some stories below just to inform people. You know, these are very hard dogs to raise, and it's truly rewarding to have an Australian cattle dog, but they're honestly, cattle dogs are not for everyone. Alright, so let's get started. Cattle dogs are bred to work. They were bred to herd cattle on ranches and cattle farms. They're a working breed. That means they need a lot of exercise and a lot of mental stimulation. I would say a cattle dog needs about 1 to 2 hours of exercise daily. If you can't give your dog that time for exercise, then I suggest you shouldn't get an Australian cattle dog. They also need mental stimulation, so you need to be training them every day, giving them mind tricks, things that will occupy their mind. Just to give them a fetch isn't going to satiate them, basically. You need to also stimulate their mind. They have a lot of quirks and habits. So cattle dogs nip. I get a lot of comments about cattle dogs nipping and how to stop cattle dogs from nipping, but the truth is that is a habit. They were bred to nip the heels of cattle, so they're going to always nip. They could nip your children, they could get aggressive in nipping, or they could not. It honestly just depends on your training with them and their own temperament. If you can't handle that, or if you have small children that you're worried about, I would suggest not getting a cattle dog. Get another friendlier breed. They also have like a prey drive, so they'll chase children sometimes, and that can get kind of scary if it gets out of hand. If you have small animals, they might chase them. They're also a very stubborn breed, so they can quickly become the alpha of the house if you're not showing them that you are the alpha, and they can also become antisocial. I've heard many stories of heelers that were great as puppies. They were very socialized, they were fine with children, and then just like that they snapped and they were antisocial. They are very much a one-person dog, so if you have a big family, it may not be right to get an Australian cattle dog. I don't know, because you want a family dog if you have a family, I'm thinking, you know, and if that dog is just attached to one person, they're not really going to care about anybody else. I mean, of course, if they're in the house with people, I think that they're very loving, so obviously they're going to show admiration for you, but they really do stick to one person. I would say these dogs are more primitive than other dogs. They act more wild. If you don't exercise them, they get frustrated, they end up chewing things. They're very, very big chewers. They will chew shoes, furniture, rugs. Louie used to eat my underwear. Oh my god, awful. If you're not exercising them, they get very frustrated and they kind of get spiteful in that way, and they just don't know how to express that pent-up energy, so they're just gonna chew stuff. So if you have a healer, I do suggest getting chew toys. That really helps with them not chewing any of your stuff. They will choose to chew the chew toy instead of your stuff. I've also heard stories of dogs getting frustrated and they end up peeing and pooping in the house because they're just so, they need more exercise and they need mental stimulation. They're just, they don't want to obey by your rules because they're pent up. They want to expel that energy. So I don't know, I've heard of that too. Honestly, the ideal person to own an Australian cattle dog would be a very active person, someone who's willing to give a lot of time to their dog, 1 or 2 people in the household, willing to socialize the dog consistently throughout their lifetime, so they don't get aggressive or antisocial to people or dogs, and just be willing to put up with their quirks and habits, because they have a lot of little quirks. Some are annoying and some are adorable, so you really will fall in love with your blue healer if you're giving them the time and the love that they deserve, and they will give you the love back. Come here, Lou. Come here, Papas. I love you. I love you. Come here. I do not regret getting Lou. He does have some issues as an Australian cattle dog, as I've mentioned before in my videos, but overall I think that Lou is the best thing that has happened in my life. The best choice I made was getting Lou. He is the best companion. I love him so much, and I really love that I made this channel so I can connect with other people who love Australian cattle dogs as much as I do. Just as a pet owner, having a community that I can reach out to and we can connect and share things that we have heard or we have learned from our vets and stuff. I don't know, I really love having that community. Thank you guys so much for supporting our channel. Louis is really hot. He doesn't want to be in the frame. Come here, Louis. I love you. I love you. Say you love them. Do you love them? Guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my traveling channel. We're trying to get the subscribers up, and we are currently kind of on pause with the van. We're gonna start doing renovations because we're changing our bed a little bit, so we're gonna be doing that, and then we're gonna probably plan to put the van on the road at the end of September. So that's probably when we're gonna start posting videos about our van, but please support that channel too. That will be showing our journey when we move to Arizona this winter. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Guys, I forgot to add, if you're looking to get an Australian cattle dog, I highly suggest looking in the shelters and adopting, because there are tons of Australian cattle dogs that are being given up and given away because the owners can't handle them. And it literally, my heart breaks for that. And honestly, I wish I could adopt another Australian cattle dog, but in my life right now, traveling in a van, it's just not fair for 2 Australian cattle dogs to be pent up in one van, you know? Like, I try my hardest with Lou to take him out all the time. Right now we're living at home, so it's fine, but you know, when we're on the road, I try my hardest to make sure he has enough exercise throughout the day, and I think that it just wouldn't be fair to have 2 cattle dogs, and I don't know if I would have enough time for both, you know, and not enough space in the van for 2. But yeah, just a quick little thing. Adopt, don't shop.